Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about another case station. So after you introduce yourself and double check the patient name and date of birth, which is, as I mentioned, it's a foremost, should be done in every case. You will ask the lady, who might be in teenage age or after that age. She might tell you that, doctor, I'm interested to take contraceptive pills, or I don't want to get pregnant anymore, or I don't want to get pregnant in the near future. Whatever the reason she will give, you will just ask her, can you tell me more about this? Is there a particular reason? Maybe the woman, she finished her family already, she has her own child and she don't want to get pregnant anymore. Maybe she's in a long-term relationship and she don't want to have kids at that time. Maybe she's studying or working and she doesn't want children at that particular time. So you just explore what sort of contraceptive pills, what sort of, contraception that you want, whether it's long-term or short-term. And is there in particular type you are thinking of? Because usually the patient, the lady patient, have certain particular preferences. So you'll just guide accordingly, and you will mention for how long you plan the conception, and are you a kind of a person who remember to take your pills daily? That's for the pill thing. Or maybe set an alarm in your phone or whatever, just to remember that you are to take your pill in time and in the same time every day. And you will ask her what kind of a job she's doing. Like, for instance, if she's if she has to manage a long flight or long trip. So in that condition, there is certain precaution you need to mention. And also you need to assess about the risk around taking pills, for instance, like the lady, if she's smoking, you will ask her, this is one of the contraindication for that. And you will ask how many cigarettes she smoke, or what sort of smoke she's doing anyway. You will ask if she has any history of clot or plug Howell flight, and also if there's any history of headache that could affect and immobilize her, like migraine, which is it's impacting certain patient activity. You will ask if there is any history of liver disease or breast cancer. So all of that you need to ask them. And also from that you will, of course, after you knew about the age of patients, so you will guide accordingly. For instance, at younger age, it's preferable for pills. If a woman, she had given birth, according to her preference, if it's long-term or short-term, it's always preferable either the coil or the pills. And if the patient has certain preferences like implant or injection, so you will just need to check and make sure that this is the case. And certain women, they might think that this is good also for sexually transmitted disease. So you need to emphasize that's not the case, and she need to have a barrier method in order sorry, to not have any of that if she's concerned about that, especially if she's going through a new relationship. And then you will speak about each particular contraception that been advised about its pros and cons. So, for instance, injection is not preferable in young age because it affects the bone density. And also, before deciding for which type she will go for, you have to arrange for a pregnancy test to make sure that the patient is not pregnant. And ask her also about her last menstrual period and if it's regular or not. And certain patients, they have this conception that contraceptive pills cause weight gain. You will explain that's not the case because it's not. It's only about certain particular types. Then you will talk about each particular ways being chosen carefully with the patient preferences and agreed plan. You will tell her about the side effects and what it might cause. So that's it. For the injection, it's something that to be done every implant is 3 years, and injection within every 3 months. So that's for these two particular types, which is basically will involve a certain period of time. And if it's pills, you need to ensure that the patient takes the pill accordingly. I mean, not to miss one. And if it's a coil, there's basically 2 types. That will be either 5 years or the 10 years time. And you just tell her that it might cause irregular bleeding, pain, all of that is expected. And other types, as I mentioned, you need just to mention their side effects if the patient asked you about any particular one, which we all know. So basically by that, I should have covered the contraception in brief. And of course, as I say, according to the case station, you will direct your question and your answers to the patient. But this is just a general overview about what's expected of you to do in that particular case. Thank you.